You don't fix people with control, you heal them with presence. That line alone could save so many relationships. Because too many men believe that love is about doing more, solving, correcting, leading, fixing. They think masculinity means having all the answers. But what if real strength isn't about control at all? In relationships, this is one of the most common traps. A woman opens up about how she feels, and the man instantly shifts into solution mode. She says, "I feel distant lately." He says, "Okay, let's plan a date." She says, "You don't listen." He says, "That's not true, I'm listening right now." He wants to fix it. He wants to make her stop feeling what she's feeling. Not because he doesn't care, but because he cares so much that her emotions make him uncomfortable. He doesn't realize that what she's asking for isn't a fix, it's a feeling. It's safety. It's the quiet reassurance that she's not alone inside her storm. The Stoic man understands this. He knows that not every problem needs a solution. Some moments just need presence. Because calmness is not passivity. It's mastery. It's self-command. It's the kind of quiet strength that says, "I don't need to control the situation, I control myself within it." That's the essence of Stoic masculinity. Not reactive, not needy, not afraid of emotion, but grounded, steady, composed. A Stoic man leads not by force but by frequency. His energy sets the tone. His calm becomes contagious. And slowly, without saying much, he transforms the entire emotional climate of the relationship. Because when she's emotional, she's not asking you to solve her. She's asking if you're strong enough to stand beside her without losing yourself. That's the difference between control and leadership. Control says, "Calm down." Leadership says, "It's okay, I'm here." And in that moment, without trying to fix her, you help her calm herself. Not through words but through energy. Your composure becomes the proof that love can feel safe again. So many men never learn this. They keep trying to prove their worth through solutions, not realizing that their worth was already proven in their stillness. When you can remain calm while she's emotional, when you can stay grounded while she's overwhelmed, you give her what every feminine heart secretly craves: stability. That's why the Stoic man doesn't chase control. He radiates calm. Because calm is leadership. Calm is strength. Calm is magnetic. And when you lead with calm energy, you stop trying to fix her. You start helping her find herself in your steadiness. So before we go deeper, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Join a growing community of grounded, peaceful, purpose-driven men. Men learning how to lead with presence, not pressure. Because in the end, love doesn't need fixing. It needs foundation. Now, let's talk about what it really means to lead with calm energy. Part 1. Why calm leadership attracts feminine energy. Let's start with a truth most men never realize. Feminine energy doesn't follow words, it follows energy. You can say all the right things. You can promise love, commitment, consistency. But if your energy is anxious, reactive, or uncertain, she will feel it before you even open your mouth. Because the feminine doesn't respond to logic first, she responds to presence. When you walk into a room, she feels you. Your posture, your tone, your breathing, all of it speaks louder than your words. If your energy says, "I'm centered," she relaxes. If your energy says, "I need you to feel okay so I can feel okay," she tenses. And this is where most men lose polarity. They lead with need instead of calm. They try to convince instead of embody. The Stoic man leads differently. He leads from a place of internal order. Because he knows, if he cannot command himself, he has no right to command a moment. So he practices calmness the way others practice strength. He breathes slower. He pauses before reacting. He observes before responding. He's not suppressing emotion, he's mastering it. Because calmness is not the absence of feeling. It's the discipline of choosing your response no matter how strong the feeling is. When a man becomes that kind of steady presence, something powerful happens. The feminine begins to relax around him. Her defenses lower. Her softness returns. Her natural warmth flows again. Why? Because his calm creates safety. Not safety through control, but safety through stability. The Stoics would call this apatheia, freedom from being ruled by passions. Not numbness, but balance. It's when your emotions exist, but they don't command you. When a woman feels that in you, she trusts you. Not because you're perfect, but because she can feel that you're not easily shaken. That's magnetic. That's rare. And that's why calm leadership draws the feminine closer. Not because she's weak, but because she's finally safe enough to rest. Think about it. When two emotional storms collide, chaos follows. But when one is calm, it softens the other. A man's steadiness can be like a quiet harbor after a long storm. This doesn't mean you never express feeling, it means you express it intentionally. You don't yell to be heard, you speak to be understood. You don't react, you respond. That's the energy of leadership. Not, I'm above you, but, I'm with you, and I'm not afraid of your emotion. And that changes everything. Because when you stop being afraid of her emotion, you stop taking it personally. You start to see it as energy, something to hold, not fix. She cries, you breathe. She rages, you stay still. She doubts, you remain patient. You become the calm center of her storm. Not because you suppress your feelings, but because you understand your role. To lead with stability, not reaction. When you can do that, when you can embody calm leadership, you awaken something deep in her. Her respect, her admiration, her trust. She starts to see you as a man who can hold her heart, not just her hand. And that's the kind of connection most people never reach. Because they're too busy trying to fix each other instead of grounding each other. So remember, calm doesn't mean distant. Calm means anchored. It's not indifference, it's depth. And that depth is what allows love to grow in storms that would destroy ordinary couples. Before we move to part 2, take a moment to check in with yourself. How do I show up when my partner is emotional? Do I become reactive or do I become rooted? If you want your relationship to deepen, start there. Because calm leadership isn't just attractive, it's transformative. Now let's go deeper. In the next part, we'll talk about the second pillar of Stoic love, patience, the quiet strength that builds unshakable trust. Part 2, Stoic patience as strength. Patience isn't passive. It's not sitting still while life falls apart. It's not pretending you're unaffected. It's strength, quiet, invisible, deliberate strength. The Stoics saw patience as the art of self-command. It's what allows you to act with wisdom instead of impulse. To wait for the right moment without collapsing under emotion. Most men think they're patient because they can tolerate discomfort. But true patience isn't tolerance. It's presence. It's staying engaged without becoming attached. When your partner is emotional, patience looks like this. You listen, not to reply but to understand. You don't rush her feelings or demand that she calm down. You hold space. Because emotional storms pass faster when they're not resisted. Every time you interrupt, defend, or explain, you prolong the storm. But when you breathe and stay still, you give her emotion room to burn out. That's Stoic patience, it's fire-resistant. Seneca said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Freedom in love means this. You don't become a slave to emotion, yours or hers. You stay free inside the moment. Imagine a lighthouse in the middle of rough seas. The waves crash, the wind screams, but the light stays steady. That's patience. Not because the storm isn't real, but because the light knows its purpose. A Stoic man lives the same way. He doesn't chase calmness, he creates it. His patience is his power. Because he knows, time reveals everything emotion tries to hide. So he waits. Not because he's weak, but because he's wise. He lets people show him who they are, instead of forcing what he wants to see. He understands that love matures at the speed of trust, not urgency. When you lead with that kind of patience, the dynamic of your relationship changes. You stop trying to win arguments and you start trying to understand perspectives. You stop fighting for control and you start embodying peace. Patience doesn't mean you accept disrespect. It means you respond strategically. You can walk away without hostility. You can speak without aggression. You can love without losing clarity. The Stoics practiced this daily. They rehearsed calmness the way soldiers rehearsed battle. They understood that patience is preparation, not punishment. And when love tests you, patience is what keeps you from destroying what you value most. Let me give you a truth most people don't want to hear. You cannot rush emotional trust. You can't demand closeness or force peace. Those things grow only when you stop pushing. So instead of asking, "How do I make her trust me?" ask, "How can I be someone who earns trust over time?" That shift, from control to consistency, is everything. When she sees that your energy doesn't change with her emotions, she begins to trust your steadiness. And that trust turns into respect. Respect turns into attraction. And attraction turns into devotion. not because you demanded it, but because you earned it. That's Stoic patience. It's leadership through rhythm, not reaction. It's love expressed through timing, not tension. Patience says, I don't need to win right now. I just need to stay aligned with who I am. When you live that way, every argument becomes an opportunity to practice mastery. Every test becomes training for your inner calm. And every emotional moment becomes a chance to prove your strength, silently. So, as we move to the next section, take this with you. You don't attract peace by demanding it. You become peace and peace finds you. In the next part, we'll talk about what it means to be the anchor in emotional storms. How to hold your frame, protect your peace, and lead with love even when things get chaotic. Part 3. Being the anchor in emotional storms. A man's calm is not about silence, it's about stability. When everything around you feels chaotic, your job is not to control the storm. Your job is to be the anchor. Because emotional storms aren't just moments of conflict, they're moments of testing. She's not testing your strength to destroy you, she's testing it to feel safe around it. If your energy changes every time her mood changes, you lose leadership. But if your energy stays grounded even when emotions rise, she learns something powerful. He's not my enemy. He's my calm. When she's upset, you don't have to fix the words, fix your presence. Be still. Breathe slowly. Listen without rushing to defend yourself. Let your tone stay steady. And when you finally speak, speak gently, not to prove a point but to bring peace. This doesn't mean you tolerate disrespect or walk on eggshells. It means you choose response over reaction. Because once you react, you've handed over your power. But when you respond with composure, you remind her, and yourself, who you are. A Stoic man doesn't mirror chaos. He absorbs it, filters it, and returns it as clarity. He doesn't say, calm down. He says with his presence, you're safe. That's masculine calm, quiet confidence that needs no explanation. It's not about being emotionally unavailable, it's about being emotionally centered. Think of the ocean. On the surface, waves crash and roar, but in the deep, it's still. That's you. The world can scream above you, but within you remain unmoved. When you live this way, you stop fearing emotional storms. Because storms don't shake you, they reveal your depth. Every man has two choices when love gets emotional. Either you get pulled into the chaos, or you become the calm that guides both of you out of it. That's the difference between being reactive and being reliable. Women don't fall in love with perfection. They fall in love with consistency. They fall in love with the man whose tone stays kind even in conflict, who can stand in fire without losing his center. Because that kind of man, rare as he is, becomes unforgettable. He's not trying to fix her. He's not trying to win. He's not even trying to impress. He's just being fully present, fully grounded, fully alive. And in that energy she can soften. Because calm energy invites peace, not pressure. It doesn't force love, it creates space for it to grow. When you stop trying to fix her, you start understanding love. Because love isn't control. It's leadership, calm, steady, and unshakable. A Stoic man doesn't say, I'll keep her happy. He says, I'll stay centered no matter what happens. That's the kind of energy that builds trust. That's the kind of strength that never needs to shout. So, the next time you feel tension rising, pause. Don't argue. Don't chase. Don't fix. Just breathe. Be the calm in the chaos. Because that's when your true power shows. If this message spoke to you today, hit the like button. Comment below, calm is my power. And subscribe to join this community of Stoic minds. Men and women who believe love should be peaceful, not painful. Because real strength isn't about control. It's about calmness. And calmness is contagious.